What's up, everyone? It's been about a month since I made a video. It's been a while. Not much news been going on. Obviously everyone, I would hope everyone at this point has heard about what's going on in the world, and just kind of took a little break from everything. But I'm back. Got the mullet, you know, it's been growing out pretty good. But just gonna pick up where I left off from my last video, and yeah. So I'll start over here at the Convict 20 gallon. I believe I left off in my last video about how I was gonna get some floating plants and try those out just to see how they worked. I was gonna put them in my 175 with the green tears, and I'm gonna be honest, I did that, but I left the filter on, the hang on the back filter that's on that tank, on high, and it pushed all the plants down and sucked them up in the filter. So I had to order more, but there's some right there. And I did make sure to turn the filter speed, gallon per hour, or whatever you'd want to say, down. But they are doing pretty good. I did get some red root floaters and Amazon frog bit. The filter does still kind of blow them around, but they are doing good. That plant's not supposed to be floating. I made sure it was in the gravel yesterday when I cleaned the tank. Obviously the fish pulled it up. Just give a little update on this guy. This is the deformed Lima shovel nose red tail hybrid. There we go. His face is definitely deformed. Not the prettiest looking fish, but definitely a cool one. This thing's growing pretty quick. While I was cleaning the tank, I actually did have him out of the breeder net, letting him swim around freely for a little bit. I wouldn't mind leaving him swimming around, but I don't trust that guy. He beat her up once, and now she's blind, and he's beaten her up a few more times, but he takes it easy now. But I just don't know if I'm ready to trust this guy with this deformed catfish, but yeah. And obviously over here I did move the Picosmus that was in this tank. And these jaguars are in here. They're growing very fast. They are very aggressive. They've actually killed off two of their siblings since they're all from the same batch of fry. This one right here, or that one back there, are probably the two biggest two. They're very skittish. I don't know if that's normal or if that's just because they're small still, but another quick update is the eel. He jumped out of the tank. I do not have my fire eel anymore. It's unfortunate because I really like the fire eels. That is my second one that has jumped out of the tank. So now the puffer's lonely. But I think the pufferfish, Puff Daddy, is enjoying his solitude in this 20 gallon. So that's about it with the 20 gallons. Here's the 75 with the green tears. I did say I was going to try those floating plants in this tank, which I did, and it was stupid of me to not turn the filter down. So all those plants I got, well, some of them arrived dead, but the ones that did survive got sucked up in the filter, and I just didn't even bother trying to salvage them. I just instead ordered more. And here's the pleco I said I was moving into the tank. And let me tell you, I do know that Picosmuses poop a lot, but this guy keeps my tank so clean. It was weird, in the 20 gallon all he wanted was actual protein filled food, and now in this tank he takes whatever he can get. This piece of spider wood I had in the tank originally had so much algae on it that is now clean again. God, those colors are looking good. Sorry about that. And then I did add this other piece of wood, which was in my 125. The catfish just got too big. I had to take as much stuff out as I could, so he does not have a hiding spot, which I think it's okay with that. But this Picosmus has cleaned my tank. I barely ever have to scrape the algae off the sides of the glass, which is awesome. I want to say it's been almost a week, because I usually change the water in my tanks once every 7 days, once a week. I try to do 50%, but it's usually about 30 to 50 usually, but it's been about the full week, and normally there used to be so much algae on the side of the tank, and now it still looks crystal clear. So I gotta give props to that Picosmus. I thought he was gonna get beaten up or beat up my other fish, but they leave him alone. They fight each other. Well, just missed that. That one was chasing the other one. But they still pick on each other, but they leave him alone, which I know that guy can fight. We'll go down here, and this is the star of the show. I don't remember if I made the video with the spotted gar I got from a local fish swap, but he did end up jumping out of the tank, which I've made precautionary measures now. Does not come up. I have some egg crate back here by the hang on the back filter, so he can't hop up there, which the wood is on. So I've made it pretty jump proof, I guess you could say. My old one was a spotted gar, and this one is a Florida spotted gar. I don't know if there's a complete difference. I just know that the Florida gars or Florida spotted gars get a lot bigger than a spotted gar. But the story with this guy is I ordered him from where I got my plants from, J&J Aquatics, which where I got my girlfriend all her female betas from, which I will leave the link in the description. But they sent me their suppliers list on what all they could get when they were taking in orders, and I decided to get another gar already, pretty impulsively, but like I said, I took the measures this time to make sure it wouldn't jump. But they said it was $20 for a Florida spotted gar, 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 inches, one of the two. So I placed the order, paid them, and when the fish arrived, they told me there was a slight concern. I said, "What's that?" And they said, "Yeah, this fish is about 10 inches long." And that's one, I believe at this point, that is still the biggest fish they have shipped yet. So that was pretty cool, knowing the fish I got was one of the biggest fish they've ever shipped. But they had him on live feeder guppies, which they breed in-house. So this guy was used to chasing his food, which I don't have anything to do live feeding with right now or breeding, but I had to actually train this guy to eat the frozen tilapia. So that was interesting, which I will play those clips right after I'm done on talking about this tank. Obviously the tiger shovelnose, the mystery hybrid fish. And there's the clown knives over there. And you can kind of see the gold one, but there's the albino. Oh, there they both are. But yeah, that is the new fish. One of the new fish. And this guy is a very cool fish to have. As you can see, he's excited and thinking he's getting food, but he's not right now. But like I said, I will play the clips right after this part. And here we are at the 10-gallon upstairs. These are the little jaguar cichlids, the golden jaguars that I got from J&J Aquatics that they bred. I don't know what the difference, obviously the color is different. I don't know if it's just a color morph or what. But the original first 4 I got, or wait, was it? I ordered 4 with the plants, the floating plants I ordered. And I put them in that 20-gallon with the other jaguars, thinking everything was going to be fine. Obviously there was a big size difference. But since those ones downstairs have a kind of pack mentality, within the hour I went down there and saw one floating around with its head bitten off. So I removed the other 2 that I could find that were still alive, put them up here, and when I ordered my second batch of floating plants, I did put the other 4 in here, so all these ones are siblings and all the ones downstairs are siblings to their own batch of fry. Ideally I'd like to breed these gold ones with one of these gold ones with a regular one. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, because obviously I'm not going to be able to keep all of the jaguars. I'd like to at least keep one of each and see what happens. But we'll go from there when the time comes. They still have a lot of growing to do. But that's going to be it for this video. I'd appreciate it if everyone would like, comment, and subscribe. That would help me out. And I'll see you in the next video.